I'd like to invite up our very own Sean Hayes from the Probation Department, who's going to sing the national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we've hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave for the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Please be seated. Yes, and Sean is available for hire for any of you. Let's thank our color guard folks here today. Well, good morning, everyone. My name is Daniel Hernandez. I'm honored to be the Chief Probation Officer here in Orange County and welcome all of these wonderful partners to this event today. If you are here this morning, you are our partner, and we absolutely appreciate you and appreciate everything you do for the community that we serve, and in this environment, in this building, the youth of Orange County that we serve. I'd like to acknowledge some of our dignitaries that are here today. If you could hold your applause to the end, I just want to mention some of the folks that have joined us today. So our CEO, Frank Kim, our Chief Financial Officer, Michelle Aguirre, Justice Joanne Motuike, our presiding judges, Maria Hernandez and Craig Arthur. Several department heads. I want to acknowledge Sean Nelson here for the District Attorney's Office, Martin Schwartz from the Public Defender's Office, and just, I can't mention everyone. I want to acknowledge all the other department heads that are here. We have some of our very honored and we are honored with their presence, some of our retired probation folks, like retired Chief Steve Sentman, who had a huge part in the building of this structure here today. Also retired Chief Deputies Sean Berry and Doug Sanger, who again were instrumental in kicking this project off several years ago. So I'd like to have you think for a minute and just look at where you are right now and ask yourself, do you feel like you're in a secure detention facility? Do you feel that? I sure don't. And that was really part of the vision in creating this environment that we're in today. You are actually inside the secure part of our facility now. And the vision was to have a resource, a facility, a building that could bridge that transition from our community to our facility for our families, for the parents of our youth, and for the youth that we serve here. This project, the launching, the opening, the grand opening of this building is just an enormous success for the county. It was an enormous endeavor that we thank the various boards of supervisors, the various members of the board that whose hands this project passed through over the years. If you were not aware, this project began in 2014, so for 8 years we've been going on this journey. So I'd like to thank not only the Board of Supervisors that's here, but also our former board members, including current District Attorney Todd Spitzer and Sean Nelson, who is here today, who is also on the Board of Supervisors throughout this various parts of this project. And also just to mention that this project was made possible by partnership between the state and the county. Funds from SB 81, administered by the Board of State and Community Corrections, helped facilitate this project. And we also welcome the chair of the Board of State and Community Corrections, Linda Penner, who's here with us today as well. So thank you for all those folks for being here. So we'd like to start today. I'd like to welcome the chairman of the Board of Supervisors, Doug Chaffey.
Thank you, Chief Hernandez, and welcome everyone to the Probation Multipurpose Rehabilitation Center ribbon cutting and dedication ceremony. Pardon me, I'm out of breath already. I'm Chairman Doug Chaffey, 4th District Supervisor and Chairman of the Orange County Board of Supervisors. This day has been a long time coming for the county and the probation department. We're so grateful that you all made time in your busy schedules to join us in celebrating the opening of this beautiful new building that has so much to offer to justice-involved youth and their families. This project began over 7 years ago with the proposal to create a permanent visitation center, gymnasium, and meeting rooms for youth in custody and juvenile hall and the Youth Leadership Academy. Since its inception, the board and county have been in support of what this facility can mean for the youth and families that probation serves. The county provided the land for the facility and well as in-kind resources and funding toward project costs. On that, I asked our treasurer, Michelle Geary, this morning, how we're going to pay for this. And he said, there is no debt, it's all paid for. We realized the importance of family and community engagement in youth rehabilitation and contributing toward their success after release. This building was designed looking toward juvenile justice best practices, which encourages the facilities be close to the youth's families and communities, be accessible for visiting, and designed to minimize the institutional feel as a way of encouraging positive behavior, growth, and development. Most, if not all, of you here today played a valuable role in the years of work it took to make this day a reality. We thank you for your support and commitment to seeing this through. And now I'd like to invite Vice Chair Don Wagner to the Board of Supervisors to say a few words. Vice Chair.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, and as Chief Hernandez said, this is truly a remarkable day, not just for the probation department, but especially for the young people, their families, the stakeholders, the community partners who are going to have an opportunity to use this building to its fullest advantage and to its great potential. In April 2015, the Board of State and Community Corrections awarded $17.5 million to the County of Orange to build this facility. The facility was conceived and guided under the direction of then Chief Sentman, who is here. Several members of the Board of Supervisors that currently serve were there, Supervisors Doe and Bartlett, and of course, as you've heard, Supervisor Nelson. And the county had the foresight to come together, put this project on the drawing board, and to get it done. that funding that was received was the most received amongst 8 different counties, splitting nearly $80 million to improve their housing and program space for youthful offenders. In taking advantage of these contributions, the county benefited from a cost savings for this much-needed facility, and additionally, as you learn if you take the tour, by utilizing energy-efficient building practices, the maintenance and operational costs to this building will be minimized. The building represents this county's commitment to continue making Orange County a safe, healthy, and fulfilling place to live, work, play, raise a family by providing outstanding, cost-effective regional public services. The name Multipurpose Rehabilitation Center speaks exactly to that, with the option to be utilized by a variety of county agencies and community partners. It offers an easily accessible and centralized location for large groups of people to come together for the purpose of guiding our young people towards successful lives and supporting families on that journey. I have the pleasure now of inviting up someone who, like me, was not here when this facility was conceived, but shares in our pleasure at opening this facility and congratulating the Department of Probation for such a wonderful job and such a wonderful new facility, Supervisor Katrina Foley.
Good morning, and wow, Sean, that just sent chills through my whole body. What a patriotic way to start our day. Love it. I would like to have him start every meeting. Thank you, Vice Chairman Wagner. It's a beautiful day here in Orange County as we celebrate this beautiful facility, not just for the probation department, but for Orange County, for our youth, for the families, and to really shine a light on rehabilitation, because we know that Orange County is one of the safest counties in America. But when we have people who make mistakes, we want to be able to rehabilitate them. We want to be able, especially our youth, to give them a chance to be good citizens. This space here allows that to happen. I know often families struggle with childcare for their younger children, and when they go to visit a loved one in custody, childcare can be a financial burden, and it can impede those visitations. So not only does our MRC offer a brand new, more spacious place for families and loved ones to visit the youth, but it provides them with a childcare room, somewhere that small children can be cared for during visitations, so that we will encourage more engagement, more family supports for those who are in custody. This gives families peace of mind, knowing that their younger children are taken care of, and it also allows them to focus attention on the child that they have that's in custody and help that child grow and to move on to a better life. This morning, I actually was almost late because, my husband works with many of you in probation as a teacher for the Access program. And these families, they struggle. You can't pick your parents, and so sometimes even getting to school is a struggle. Within weeks of joining the Board of Supervisors, I joined our probation department and Judge Motowiecki here to tour the San Diego facility that they're building. It's an innovative space. And I know that Chief Hernandez will agree that our facilities here in Orange County, we are going to do better. And so this is a great day for us to further partnerships. I'd love to see us continue to further apprentice programs so that the young people that are in custody get out of custody, they have a trade, a skill, they can move on and become good citizens. And I know all of you here agree with that. That's what our OC Cares aims to accomplish. So thank you for those who are really pushing the OC Cares program, and I'm just glad to be able to be here to be part of the programming of this wonderful space, and thank those who were part of the building of it. So at this time, I'd like to invite Supervisor Bartlett to come up and share a few comments. But thank you all who were participating in making this happen. I think this is great for Orange County, for a safer and a better community. Thank you.
Thank you so much, and good morning, everyone. Today is really indeed a special day, and I remember a number of years ago, so I'm finishing up my term now, my 8 years on the Board of Supervisors, but I remember former Chief Probation Officer Steve Setman coming up to me saying, I've got an idea, and it was a great idea for the MSC, and or the MRC. And I said, well, how much is it going to cost? How are we going to pull this off? We're going to get funding from different sources. And he said, we really need this here in our county. And he explained why, and it made so much sense. And I said, you know, somehow, some way, we're going to get the money to do this project. And he was really determined to bring this project to fruition. So today, with the opening of the actual facility, this is really just incredible. It really gives the youth a chance, the best opportunity when they come through here to turn their lives around, and that's what it's all about. We want to make sure they leave here in a better mental, physical, emotional state than when they came in. So, you know, I always tell folks, Orange County are 3.2 million people here. We're the third largest county in the state of 58 counties, and sixth largest county in America. We're bigger than 22 states. But we are truly a county that cares. You know, we have a lot of resources, and we really put them to good use. So it's great to be here today to celebrate the opening of this amazing facility. And with all of the different activities that we provide here, one of the key things is education. And I remember my parents always told me it wasn't a matter of where I was going to go to college, it was I was going to college. And education was something really important to them. And I realized, going through life, getting my bachelor's and master's degrees, that education, once you have it, is something nobody can ever take away from you. And education is so important, and that's one of the components that we're going to have in this great facility. There are going to be also new opportunities to learn, develop new skills, whether through traditional means or through vocational training. The MRC and those who have and will continue to contribute to the services and programs offered here represents the very first step in their journey. In addition, the love, support, and understanding of their families and communities is really integral to their future success. Sometimes parents just need a little guidance and assistance in navigating the system and helping their child succeed. The MRC represents the place where this can occur, and it's the people inside that can actually make all of this happen. So I commend everyone. I won't go through the millions of accolades that we've got, but it takes a team to pull something like this off. County staff and the developers and architects and everybody involved in this process. Thank you so much for your commitment and your efforts to make this project a reality. And by putting the ideas in place by OC Cares, which will take place in this building. So again, thank you very much for your time today. Congratulations, Probation Chief Hernandez. We are indeed very, very excited and looking forward. And you know, I'm one, especially when items come up on our agenda, what are the metrics? So when you open the facility, we'll be tracking to make sure that we indeed have good metrics as we move forward with a lot of levels of success. So again, congratulations, everyone involved in this great project. Thank you.
Thank you, Supervisor Bartlett. So I wanted to acknowledge a few more folks and entities that make all of this possible. There's so many folks that were involved in the actual construction project itself. You see many of our probation staff in the building today, and you can imagine when a project is going on for years, that there's a lot of logistics and coordination that go behind that. So I want to thank all of our probation staff. I want to thank a lot of, you've heard this project has been going on for a while, so there's a few retirees also who have were very instrumental. Will Dubé from Public Works is here. Retired real estate manager Linda Berry from the probation department is also here. And all of our, and James Treadaway from Public Works, and all of the Public Works staff who, of course, had such an immense impact and part of this process. So I want to thank all of them as well. So I'd like to invite Chief Assistant District Attorney Sean Nelson. You wanted to come up and say a few words?
Well, Chief, thank you so much for the opportunity. As you've heard, long time coming and getting here. Obviously, the world's full of very complicated problems, but probably nowhere any more so than juvenile justice. The unique thing is, it's the one part of the justice system we have the best chance to make the most difference, to really change the trajectory, of an individual's life. You have incredible people at probation, incredible people on the county staff and the board behind them that put all these nuts and bolts together, but in the end, the magic that you guys do with all your partners requires a place to do it. And, a Quonset hut with bars around it probably is not going to get the job done. You get a fighting chance when you have a spectacular place to start. So congratulations. As a former member who got a chance to support this and now, a member of one of your justice partners, we're very proud to be standing here with you today, and best of luck. We're really excited for you. Thank you.
And I'd like to invite Chair of the Board of State and Community Corrections, Linda Penner.
Thank you, Chief. First, my congratulations to Chief Hernandez and retired Chief Sentment. This was a heavy lift, and if we're nothing in government, we can take a lot of time to get things done. When we started this project at the BSCC and gave them money out in 2014, I believe it was, I actually was there when the awards were made. And I'm so happy to be here today as we see this come to fruition. I was thinking, in my past life, I was Chief Probation Officer in Fresno County, and I happened to be married, still am married to a Superior Court judge, and judges will often tell you the happiest day of their careers is when they get to do an adoption. And they love, that coming together, and I'm telling you, as the board of the BSCC, the chair of the BSCC, my happiest day is when I walk into a facility that looks like this, and that is a commitment to the young people in Orange County. And I've been in this industry for a very, very long time, and I've always looked at Orange County as a leader in the state of California in terms of how they move through the justice system and really lead towards innovative best practices. California leads the way in the country. We continue to be innovative, and when this was awarded 8 years ago, there was not a gleam in anybody's eye that in 2022 we'd be realigning the state juvenile justice system back to the counties, and I think OC must be clairvoyant. Because you truly are poised and ready for what's coming. And as I wander across the state of California and see the many counties that are going, woo, I don't know how we're going to manage this, OC is calmly going about the business of leading. Congratulations on what you're doing. We are pleased to give you the brick and mortar. I am convinced the real work is beginning in the programs and the innovation, and I'm also convinced that you will once again lead the way in that. Thank you, Chief, for having me today. You're always popular when you give money, I notice. Good to be here.
Thank you, Linda. And Linda obviously pointed out something we hear all around the state with anyone who comes to visit us is Orange County just known for our partnerships. And again, it's visible here today, and we get things done because we work together. And when we travel around or we get visitors from other counties, they're just amazed at how we all work together, all the agencies, our community partners, to get things done here in Orange County. And that's what helps us to be successful, honestly. So lastly, I'd like to invite Cassandra Perez. She's here from Congressman Lou Correa's office. Thank you, Cassandra.
I'll keep this short and sweet, but on behalf of the Congressman, he joins with Congress to celebrate the grand opening of the Multipurpose Rehabilitation Center. Thank you for your invaluable service and dedication towards the rehabilitation of our youth within the communities of the 46th Congressional District. Thank you.
Thank you, it's very nice. Okay, so I'm going to kind of walk you through what the remainder of our celebration is going to look like today. First of all, I do want to point out, recognize we have some youth here amongst us today. So we can give them a round of applause. The youth that are wearing the white shirts are members of our youth councils, a new process where we've developed in all 3 of our facilities. They're our highest citizenship youth, and what they do is they help us make decisions that affect them in this environment. So whenever we have things that are going to affect youth that, of course, they can have input in, we go to them and say, hey, what kind of shirts do you want to wear? Or we're going to have sports activities. What kind of sports do you want to play, and what kind of materials are we going to need for that? So thank you to our youth for being here and helping us out today. And on that note, you're going to see that we have a culinary program here in our facilities. I want to especially acknowledge Open Gate International, who's a partner with us, who is working with our youth to train them in the culinary arts and also help with job placement. And they are here today working with our youth, and they're going to be serving you today. So we're going to have food available once we're dismissed. They have salad and they have a main course. So we're going to have a 2-course offering this morning, and it'll be over here at our servery. So how the rest of the morning will go is it's going to be a self-guided tour. We have tour guides in each of the various rooms of the facility, so you can meander, and we have guides that will walk you through or explain what a certain space is going to be used for. And then also here in the main room in the gym, we're going to be playing a short video that you can watch that includes a lot of the partners explaining how they're going to be using the space and the facility here too. So thank you all for being here.